Introduction. Picture this. I'm Aggie Lal, a travel influencer known to my million followers as Travel in Her Shoes. Even though I spend 300 days a year taking photos in the dreamiest locations, Bora Bora, Bali, Barcelona, you name it, truly living the dream, I realized a few years ago I needed to make some serious changes to my hardcore vegan lifestyle. I was sipping kale smoothies and oat milk lattes, all the things that were supposed to make me glowing, gorgeous, and healthy, and I was exhausted. At first, I chucked it up to traveling. Time zones can jack with your sleep and circadian rhythms, so that was probably it, right? Besides, everyone is tired. We're all chugging a couple of cups of coffee to make it through the day. Then came the bloating that made my stomach stick out like I was 6 months pregnant, which would have been great if I had, actually been 6 months pregnant. But I wasn't. This was followed by weight gain that snuck up like a ninja and mood swings I could not control. Then the depression, followed by pimples and hair loss. And patches! Cool, sure. I was successful, but you can't filter out fatigue and sadness. You can't Photoshop the energy you wish you had into your real life. Something had to change, and fast. I was blessed to have the funds and the access to consult the best doctors in New York City, and boy, the time I spent in the doctor's office. Imagine burning through $20,000 on tests and treatments that gave you hope 1 minute and another dead end the next. I felt so confused and helpless. Other pills for bloating and exhaustion? Sure, but it felt like one solution brought 3 side effects. This was not sustainable, nor was it me. I embraced an organic, holistic lifestyle. Loading up on manufactured pharmaceuticals felt counterproductive to living my best life. Finally, out of sheer desperation to try something, anything, I stumbled into biohacking. To be more accurate, I crash-landed into it. But I landed in a man's world. Fast for 20 hours a day, cold plunge, and push yourself at the gym. Tag every workout, #no days off. It was intense, but I was determined, and so I charged in head first. Keto? Tried it. Fasting? You bet. No sugar for a month? Yep. But guess what? I was still exhausted, and now I was miserable to boot. That's why I went rogue and discovered that biohacking for women is a whole other world, and virtually an uninhabited one at that. There were hardly any women in the space at the time. Oh, there were plenty of women biohackers, but they were following the process designed for male bodies. Through a lot of trial and almost as much error, I learned what worked and what didn't the hard way, so you wouldn't have to. The end game is this audiobook, Biohack Like a Woman, which is all about biohacks tailored for women and written to women by a woman. This is a hard-fought study of how to make biohacking an empowering and exciting path towards your own health goals. This is how you become a biohacker. Yes, you, the gorgeous woman listening to this right now who wishes she had the discipline and drive to become a biohacker, but who also has this annoying thing called real life that's always breathing down her neck. I put all those golden nuggets into a single audiobook that cuts through the noise and bullshit. Imagine a world where you don't have to sit through 200 books, podcasts, and questionable Reddit threads. We're talking about a curated, no BS guide to reclaiming your health and vitality in a way that will change your life without, dominating it. Biohack Like a Woman is your fast track to a new you. Energized, confident, and as radiant as the morning sun over a Bali beach. No filters needed. Are you ready to ditch the guesswork and go straight into the life-altering, soul-shaking truths? This audiobook is your roadmap to a life less ordinary. The transformation you've been waiting for is just a few minutes away. Are you ready to dive in? Now, I get that you might be asking why on earth I recorded this audiobook on biohacking instead of sending you to the titans in the space. Well, a lot of them don't have ovaries. Not that ovaries define a woman, but